All right, Mr. Volgas, let's talk about the proper way to mulch, because all throughout Shelby County, I'm seeing these volcano mulches, and I know you don't like that.
Yes, you're right. So really, we're going to talk about the wrong way to mulch first of all, and then we'll go into. First of all, let's talk a little bit about why we mulch.
Okay.
Mulching is very good for the soil because it will decompose and will help enrich the soil. It helps hold, this time of year, it helps hold heat in the soil. It holds moisture in the soil. It keeps lawnmowers and weed whackers away from the tree. So there's a lot of good reasons to mulch. However, this is a very poor way to mulch. And I'd like to just point out a couple things. You notice the gray right there? The way the mulch was piled up on this tree, that has already started to decompose.
Wow.
What we've actually done here when we do this volcano mulching is we have built a compost pile around the tree, I guess with the hopes of composting the tree, which is not really the purpose of mulching. So the first thing we want to do here, if you'll hold my pruners,
I can do that.
And we may find a need for them a little later.
Okay.
But I want to pull the mulch away from the tree. I've got a rake, but I'm going to be very careful about not damaging the tree. So I'm going to start pulling it away.
That's a lot of mulch around that tree.
Yes, it is. And what I'm wanting to do is to get down, I need to get down to, see, I've got roots coming up in there right now, and they're probably going to stay, but I may have to trim some of them out. You notice how the roots are growing up into the mulch.
Yes, they are.
And once this tree gets bigger and the roots try to go out, where are they going to go? You know, it's just not a good situation for the roots. They're already growing in the wrong place. You want them down in the ground.
That's such a good example with the tree roots. I mean, it just really is.
Yes, this has been like this for a while. I'm trying to get us down to the flare of the tree, which should be exposed.
Okay.
Let's see if I can do any of that by hand.
You're attacking the mulch.
You notice down here, you get a good picture of that. You see where it's already rotting out the bottom of the tree. I'm still trying to get down to where I can see the flare. I'm just beginning to see it.
Man, this is really buried.
It is. Now, have you got the pruners?
I do. Here you go.
Some of these roots down here, I'm going to get rid of them. They're going to dry out and die anyway.
So that's not going to hurt the tree too much, right?
No, no. What's hurting the tree is what's there now.
Okay.
And we'll just throw that in the side and let it decompose along with the rest of the mulch. Now you see where we can see the flare and you can see the buttress roots. That should be exposed.
Okay.
This tree was planted at the right height in the first place, but you notice that whole area right in there has already started to decompose. And what happens is eventually it'll rot out at the soil line and the tree will just fall over.
Wow.
Now we take the mulch and we'll spread it out. I don't want it more than about 1.5 inches to 2 inches deep. That's plenty. And the ironic thing is that people who sell mulch, if they would mulch properly, they could probably sell more because you should always mulch out past the drip line. That's the ideal situation.
Okay.
And you'd probably sell a whole lot more mulch if they would mulch properly and keep it away from that tree.
So we're looking at this tree, Mr. Volgas, we're saying the drip line is going to be where your outer branches are on the tree for the most part? Okay.
Yes. And I don't know how big this tree is going to get, but you probably want to mulch out even farther. Ideally, this whole area right here should be mulch.
Wow, okay.
No grass in here. This should all be mulch. would be the ideal thing for the tree and its future.
Okay. I actually saw a couple of grubs in there.
I have actually seen salamanders at one of the public gardens here in Memphis. I won't say where, but we actually found salamanders that were in the leaf litter. It's not because they were mulching wrong, although it could happen there too, but it was in the leaf litter around the tree. We found salamanders in there.
Wow.
Because it was kept real damp.
Damp. How about that?
Now that's looking a whole lot better. I think that'll work.
Think that'll work?
Yes.
All right. All right, Mr. Volgas, now that you've done this, do we need to add any more mulch to this area?
In this case, I would say no. This looks good for right now.
Okay.
However, mulch will eventually decompose, be pulled down into the soil, and it'll have to be replaced. So you may have to mulch a couple times a year. It's a good idea to keep mulch around the tree, keep it out here to keep machines and things away from it. And as far as how often you have to mulch depends a lot on the weather, the type of mulch you use, things like that. So you just have to kind of go by eye. But do not make it more than about 1.5 inches deep. And the reason for that is you need a gas exchange. Trees, when they grow, they put out carbon dioxide into the soil, and that carbon dioxide has to be able to get back out. Likewise, you want oxygen from the atmosphere to get into the soil. And if you have mulch too thick and it packs down, it just won't happen.
Right.
And it's not good for the tree.
Okay. But we want it to be good for the tree.
Yes, we do.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Volgas. We appreciate that.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please click the subscribe button below.